All right, Simon, let's reflect on the year that was for the team first, and we'll talk about you after.
Okay. Kind of hard to reflect on the year. I feel like pretty bad start to the year until was it January or something? Had a really bad stretch with was it 11 straight losses. But since then we really picked it up, and I feel like we changed our game and played a lot better. Just needed that one win. And since then, I feel like we've been, probably one of the top teams in our division. I don't know about the AHL, but especially, for sure, one of the top teams in our division since January or something. Playoff ended not the way we wanted. I feel like we for sure could have won that round. Had a really good second game, which I feel like we really should have won. Bad bounces. But yeah, that's the way it is, and an okay year, I would say, from all of us.
And from your own perspective, I mean, it seemed like you got relied upon more and more. You're becoming a bigger part of this team now that you're becoming more entrenched in it. So from your own perspective, how did you see the growth from the start of the season till now?
I feel like I took a huge step in my game. I made sure coming into the season that I had to develop my physical part of the game, playing harder, be more solid defensively, and I feel like I really did that, and that's probably why I got to play more and had a bigger role in the team. So I feel like I took some big steps this year, but for next year I need to take a few more big steps.
So what is your focus for next year? What are the areas of your game that you think if you could just, improve those, maybe just by a degree or two, you might be able to either take your game to a high level here or to the next level at the NHL level?
Yeah, like I just said, my goal coming into this year was to playing harder, more solid defensively, and I feel like I did that. But for next year, I need to make sure that that's a every night. What do you call it? Every night step. Exactly. I need to make sure that I do it every night. So that's the step I want to take for next year. Just be more reliable every game and not like relaxing or whatever to say. So yeah, that's the step I want to take for next year.
What do you think you also learned about your game too? Because you were relied on in more areas of the game, whether it's special teams or just playing more consistently this year. So what maybe did you learn most about your game, and what can you take into the summer with the knowledge that you have from this year?
Yeah, I think I learned that I can be a physical player. I knew it was more mental for me to play that game, and I worked on it last summer, and I feel like that helped me. I really learned that I can be that type of player, and being like very solid.
Paired with Ville a lot of times throughout the course of the season, what did you see from your pairing that worked so well? Because it seemed like whenever you guys were out there, you worked well together.
Yeah, I agree. It was really fun and good to play with Ville this year. Like everyone knows, he was very skilled. So I feel like our pairing was good because he did probably most of the offensive stuff, and I backed him up, made sure that we played solid defensively too, and then I feel like we're both good with the puck, so breakouts and stuff like that came pretty easily to both of us, and we got out of our zone pretty good most of the times. It was really fun and good to play with Ville.
In terms of development, I mean, you're still a fairly young prospect, but you saw some other prospects, and we've talked to some of the guys about what it was like to see Brad Lambert, Nikita Chibrikov make their NHL debuts. So what has it been like from a prospect perspective of all these guys developing together?
Yeah, really good. I think we had a really young team this year. Everyone, of course, no matter what age you want to develop. So I feel like we really developed as a team too. Like I talked about earlier, we had that bad stretch, 11 losses, and since when we came out of that, we just went higher and higher and played better and better for each game. So yeah, I feel like everyone took a step in the right direction this year.
In terms of off the ice and being in Winnipeg, I mean, you've been here now for a couple of years. So what's it? Do you feel more comfortable in the city? Do you feel more, just more acclimatized?
Yes, for sure. Before I just stayed mostly downtown, and this year I stayed outside of downtown. So I feel like I saw more of Winnipeg this year, and saw like some better parts too of the city. So yeah, I really like it here, and it's a good city.